I'm Cecily, and welcome to Pink Things Through. Hi, ladies, and welcome to my talk today. I am Cecily, and I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I'm hoping that you'll find life and love in these videos to assist you on your journey. Today's talk that I would like to discuss is the effects of virtual breast cancer groups and the physical breast cancer groups, because I feel like they all play a role, a part, a huge part in our healing. I know for me it did. And I want to talk about some of those, the highs and the lows. One thing that I love about the virtual group is you will find endless amount of information on these groups. I mean, endless amount. And the thing that I love about it a lot as well is that everyone isn't in your state. Everyone isn't even necessarily in your country. So I would find things from my online virtual breast cancer groups, mostly on Facebook. And I would find all of these different things, whether it's supplements, medicines, different tests that people are running that my doctor did not let me know about. And it just amazes me on how different each doctor, physician in each country or even each state goes about treating even the same stage as you, the same Oncotype score as you. I mean, it just amazes me. So being on the virtual group, I love the different aspects of information that I get. I found a lot of things dealing with medications that I can take, medications that I can ask about to my doctor or my physician, because a lot of the times they won't say things, I've realized, especially if it's about nutrition, because on chemo I gained about 80 something pounds and I've lost about 40 at this point, but I still want to get to 160 pounds. I'm 246 now, and I think that's doable. Shout out to you if you're looking to lose weight, you can do it. So I love the virtual breast cancer groups because it brings a lot of information that I don't know about to the forefront. I mean, medications, I just mean different type of nutrition that I didn't know about. There's so many different tests that some states do that some states don't do. Just the level of compassion in these groups. The level of compassion from when you're first diagnosed, from your first chemo date, your first radiation, your surgery. A lot of the women in there are at a certain different point than you are. And it's sad. However, some women are coming in and you've surpassed the point that they are in, and you're able to motivate them. You're able to help them along that way, to prepare them. Hey, this is what I experienced. It doesn't necessarily mean that you will, but these are some of the things that I did to help me through that situation. And I've never, in the whole year that I've been in these groups, I've never seen where someone posts a question, a concern. What did you do? What did you expect? How was this like? I'm experiencing this. Did anybody else experience this? I've never seen where someone's question isn't answered in the form of, I went through that too, and this is what I did. So utilize these platforms in this great sense. If you're going through something medical, of course nobody can give anyone medical advice, but We can also, tell you our opinion, let you know our experiences to assist you along your journey, because let's face it, ladies, we need us all to get through this journey. It is a journey. It is a never-ending journey. And so we need our pink sisters. Just hold my hand, help me through this. Help me understand, what is it that you went through? What is it? How did you get over neuropathy? Or how did you alleviate that pain? I've never seen where someone posted a question, a concern, abandonment, financial issues that didn't get answered, that didn't get, like, I went to this organization. This organization helped me. It's like the community of our pink sisters virtually is amazing. Do you have those pink sisters that sometimes says things that you're like, why would she say that? Yes. I mean, there's weird humans out there. So, but for the most part, the community, the virtual community, whether you're in the one for westernized medicine, and even if you were choosing to do westernized treatment, it's okay to get into the holistic care groups as well, because they're going to teach you a lot of things about sustaining your sustaining you from helping you to not have a reoccurrence. They're going to be the ones that's helping you with that natural path, these supplements that no one tells you about that would be great to take along with changing your diet. Like, they're awesome for that. And even if, like, I chose, for the most part, I did choose westernized medicine, but I am part of integrative, I think I'm saying that right, breast cancer group online, virtually. And they teach me so much about natural supplements, just different type of diets that we don't even know about, that we think we know everything, but we really just don't. And these are women that do this, like, it's almost like they get paid to do it. Like, I'm like, how did they know this? So be a part of those virtual groups. They're going to be amazing in assisting you, especially when you first start out, because a first time diagnosis is traumatizing, to say the least, to your mind, your body, your spirit. It just crushes your whole world. I completely understand that. And it's nothing like someone saying, I have been where you've been. I have went where you are going. I'm going to hold your hand through this. And anything you need, ask. And if I've gone through it, I will let you know how to persevere through it. It's nothing like it. Also, I am a physical member of a breast cancer group called Harbor of Hope in Atlanta, Georgia. I just have to take a deep moment when I think about my physical breast cancer group, because they literally saved my life. Like, I met them through my breast surgeon, who had their pamphlet at the front desk, and all the way through halfway or almost all the way through chemo, I did 17 rounds of chemo. But before my surgery and before ending chemo, I got connected with this local breast cancer group, and they literally helped me save my life. Virtually is amazing, but there's something about that physical touch, so to speak. There's something about driving to a location, being in the midst of energies that embody the same type of power that you do, the same type of sadness that you did or do. The energy in that room could erupt a volcano. Like, it is literally that powerful. We talk about everything. And there's a lot of insight. There's a lot of financial assistance within your local breast cancer groups where you're actually going to someone, you're looking at them. Depending on your preference of religion, they're holding your hand, they're praying for you, or they're touching and agreeing everybody in the room on your healing and you getting well. And the most profound thing to me is that with Harbor of Hope here in Atlanta, Georgia, they mean what they say and they say what they mean. Because when I had surgery, I'm walking into the room, and before I get to the back, there's a member that comes and holds my hand before I go under the knife to get both of my breasts removed. And they're there to comfort me, to give me words of wisdom, to let me know I've been there where you are and it is going to be okay. And if that's not care and love and compassion and concern, I don't know what is. When I think about before I went to the back of the room and I saw Sandra right before they called me, and seeing her was a breath of fresh air. It was like everything is gonna be okay. She prayed with me, she held my hand, she gave me the biggest hug. And before I went back to those doors, I knew that everything was gonna be okay. She really eased my spirit. If you are not a part of a local breast cancer group, I urge you to find one. Find one that suits your spirit, what you need, what you desire, because this road is not easy. And it wasn't built for us to do it alone. There's millions, thousands, hundreds of thousands of us out there who can assist you in this road. It's a lot of us out there who can assist you on this path. You do not have to do this alone. You don't have to. And for a while, I did it alone. I got diagnosed. I read the book that my nurse navigator gave me. I would be online for hours at a time in virtual breast cancer groups, reading until from 8 at night till 6, 5 in the morning until my children are going to school. And it was like information overload. And I had to stop, which brings me to my next thing about virtual groups is you will find yourself reading tons of information, and you have to have a spirit of discernment to know what works. That may work for me, that may not work for me. Yes, I want to try that. No, I don't want to try that. I saw a few weeks ago where one of Pink's sister was asking, hey, my doctor would like to put me on this medication for neuropathy. What are your experiences with it? And everybody was like, no. A few people were like, yeah, it was fine for me. Personally, the medicine worked fine for me. It's gabapentin for neuropathy. And the medicine worked amazing for me. And a lot of people were like, no, it made me have anxiety. No, I couldn't sleep. No, I slept too much. It gave me this. It made me feel this way. And the lady the Pink sister who originally asked the question was like, gosh, well, since it's so bad, I'm just going to tell my doctor that I don't want the medication. And I had to go on and say, look, yes, we are all unfortunately in this group for the same reasons. However, what works for you may not work for other people. What works for other people may not work for you. I suggest that if you are having neuropathy that bad that your doctor saw fit to put you on this, if it's that bad, I suggest you try it. If it doesn't work, get off of it. There may be something else that's better fit and suited for your body. And she understood it, and she said that she may give it a try. But that's another thing with the virtual online group is that you could scroll up for hours. Like, it's so much information, new information that you're going to find. Most of the information on the virtual online groups are brand new information that you've probably never ever heard before. Because of course, if you're new to this, you're not gonna, even some people who are 20 years out and cancer free for the past few decades, there's new things that they didn't know either. And we have to know that we're all in this together, but it's no cookie cutter science to everybody's healing. My path may not be the same as your path. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that medicine that didn't work for you may not work for me. A lot of women complain about hormone therapy, and I am on my 2nd month of hormone therapy, and emotionally, I'm fine. I'm blessed, and I thank my creator all the time, because I am like, I'm going into my 2nd month on this hormone medication, because because the cancer that I had was estrogen positive. And I said, you know what? I will try the hormone blocker. If it takes away my quality of life, I'm going to try something else. But I'm willing to try, to give it a try. What made me do that as well, instead of just alleviating not even having the hormone blocker, was I did genetic testing, and I had CHEK2. It's not BRCA1 or BRCA2, which are the 2 top ones that put you at a higher percentage rate of a reoccurrence or having it at all. CHEK2 kind of just, it moves it from like 4% to like another 3%. Like it slightly moves me having a reoccurrence up just a little bit. So I said, I'll try it and see how it works. I'll see if, and that's my thing. I do my research on everything that is suggested that I do. I just don't do it. I do my research on it, and I dig deep. I dig really, really deep. And I go to reputable sites because every site is not a site that you can say, I'm going to take this advice and this is the advice that I can equate to what's going to happen to me, because you can't do that. But I do go to reputable sites that's done a lot of studies on a certain thing that I am seeing, should I take this route? And you have to research some more until you have a spirit of discernment to know, this is what I need, this is what I'm going to try. So the thing about the virtual breast cancer groups is, it's a lot of information to dissect. I mean, it's a heap of information. And you have to understand something too. Everybody's path, everybody's detour, everybody's I guess you can say, everybody's road to success. And by that I mean our path to being cancer free. And I use that. A lot of people don't use that term, but I do. I'm very, 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 very optimistic in more ways than one. And that's just the attitude that I possess. And it's always been who I am. I can't change it. But everybody's road to being cancer free isn't the same. So you may see a woman that says, hey, I have this, it's hurting really bad. Hey, my surgery went like this. I feel like I'm in hell. I feel like I just You can feel that empathy for her, right? But it doesn't mean that you have to correlate that to your own story. Because I will be honest with you, a lot of the things that I've seen, plenty of things that I've seen, is not my story. And when I see other pink sisters that have, horrible side effects on certain things, I have a lot of empathy. Like I have empathy for her, and I'll even ask, like, hey, have you tried this? Have you tried that? I'll even go and do a little bit of research myself, even though it's not something that I personally had an issue with. But just because you see certain stories, just because you see certain things, does not mean that you have to equate that to your own story. Don't make it your story either. Don't think that, oh my gosh, she says that she had this with chemo and she was like bedridden, or she was this, or she was that. Do not make that. Don't harbor those feelings for your own story. Write your own story. Let your story write itself, so to speak. Don't claim anything. Plenty of women throw up on chemo. I didn't throw up one time on chemo. And not because I didn't feel nauseous, because I felt nauseous a lot, but I was very adamant on taking my nausea medication. I know that everybody hates throwing up, right? But I have a certain type of level of, like, my level of not wanting to throw up is a whole nother type of level. I've birthed 2 children, and throwing up at that first trimester is hell. And I told myself, Cecily, you are going to make ginger ale, ginger snap, candy, just anything to make sure that I took my nausea medication. Like, I was able to take it every 4 hours for the one that I had. So check with your physician. See, I know I know that it says every 8 hours, but I'm not going to make it to 8 hours. Is it okay if I take it every 4? And that's exactly what I did. And I never threw up, not one time. Came close, but I never threw up, not one time. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's reaction to certain things are different. And I'm huge on, that's another thing, is that sometimes you have to pull away from it, because a lot of the times it can be very depressing, especially if you haven't reached that point. Like, if you haven't gotten a radiation and someone's posting a picture of their radiation burns, or the skin is falling off and all these other things, it will really discourage you. It really will. And it could possibly even make you change your decision. But don't let it do that. So sometimes you have to shy away from it. My physical breast cancer group, to be honest, I really don't have any cons about that, because we're in there, we're all collectively talking, we're all on the same page, we're all loving on each other, we're all being positive, and someone's always bringing food, so we're all full, we're all happy. I remember the first time, one of the times when I was there months before my double mastectomy, and I was a wreck. I mean, I was a total wreck, because I'm like, I'm 32, I'm going to lose both of my breasts, I'm a single mom. Am I going to be attractive to anyone? Like, is anyone going to like me, love me, like, want to do all of those things and build a family? If I'm without breast, and I'm not even sure on the whole reconstruction thing just yet. So I was a total wreck that day, ladies. Like, I was a total wreck, and having my physical breast cancer group that night was amazing to my spirit, to my well-being, to my life, to my confidence. And my double mastectomy was in April. It is now September when I'm shooting this video, almost October, and my confidence is just out of this world. Like, I always just be like, if I don't get reconstruction and a man don't want me, I'm sorry, but just bump it. Like, I know what I bring to the table. Like, I'm a benefit to any man that comes into my life, as well as I'm sure that he'd be a benefit to me. And if I don't get reconstruction and he's not with it, he's not the man for me then. Creator told me this. Like, seriously, this is why I feel so strong about it, because, like, bump it. Like, okay, I have a preference too. Like, I have preferences as well. So if they have a preference, then that's fine. But I know what I possess internally, and I know that I'd be a benefit of a woman. So you just have to, those type of things. But my physical group, I really can't say anything. Like, they are amazing. Like, I remember, and I will do a video on this, when I did have my double mastectomy, I was bedridden. Like, I couldn't do anything for a while. I mean, and I'm a single mom. I'm here with my children. My oldest, she gets on the bus in the morning. My youngest, I have to physically take her. And Driving 10 minutes was hell. Doesn't mean that it's going to be your story, but I'm just sharing mine. And they came by my house. They brought me more garments to wear, because when you have a double mastectomy, what you don't want to do is, reach up a lot. And so they brought me these things, and all I had to do, these garments, was put my arms through it like this. And it was just, the physical group is just amazing. It's life-changing. You see, and then also the thing about it is that the physical groups, you get to see women who are 10, 15, 20 years out from being cancer free. And I don't know about you, but I love hugging, holding hands, looking them in their eyes, because I want to embody what they do. Like, I want to embody that spirit that you have. I want to embody this cancer free world, like this attitude that you possess. Like, I want that. So whenever I hear someone's cancer free, I don't give a damn if it's for one day. When I hear that, I'm like, give me a hug. Can I hug you? Like, what did you do with, like, I'm just all ears at that point, because to get from a first day diagnosis to now where I am, which is a year out, I feel amazing. And I went from feeling like I had already died and it was a death sentence to, I'm never going to give up. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to turn my pain into power, and I'm going to have me a community of my pink sisters, and we're going to rock. Like, I'm going to motivate them. I want to talk to them about experiences. I want to let them know that this journey is not easy, but you can do it. It's nothing that you can't do. I'm turning my pain into power. This is why you're seeing me. And that is my take on virtual breast cancer groups and your physical groups. I will post information regarding giving to Harbor of Hope Inc. at the bottom. And I love you, ladies. And I wish nothing but life for you. Later.